Yo, I'm here. I just realised I don't have a pickaxe, so I'm just going to go make a new one. Where am I going? Actually, let me... Right. Potatoes. Just doing a bit of trading. Right, what did I want to do? Fortune 3. Let me just check I don't have a Fortune 3 book. Probably not. I have got a lot of emeralds. Take them too. Just going to make a new pickaxe. They're just used for trading, really. Either with the trader or your villagers. You could make an emerald block for decoration, but it's very expensive. And I need some diamond. Let me just check this I'm breaking 3. So I did have a looting book. Oh no, I thought fortune. Right. Make a new diamond pickaxe. Into the enchanter. Oh, there's fortune 3 on that already, look. So maybe I'll just do that. Oh wow. That is like the best diamond pickaxe I could ever ask for 3 XP. So I didn't even need the book. Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4. The only way that could be better is if I had mending on it. But so I do have one of those spare. I'm just going to sleep. Efficiency is the speed that you break a block. So if you just had like a diamond pickaxe that wasn't enchanted, it's still quite fast, but it's also pretty slow. Whereas efficiency 4 is extremely fast. In fact, I could argue that it's too fast. If that makes sense. Just checking my cool little yeah, Silk Touch is a different effect. So if I had a normal shovel here, when I break this dirt block like that, it's just dirt. But if I had Silk Touch on that, it would have the grass still on top of it. That's just an example. It sort of gives you a different effect. And sometimes you might need to use Silk Touch on certain blocks when you break them, because you need the effect. I guess it's like gentle, yeah. Like if I break this block, like cobblestone is a different pattern to what it originally was. Whereas if I had Silk Touch, it would still be the same. It would still be that pattern. Stone, I guess, as you say. Right, we're gonna go strip mining, if anybody cares. I fancied going to get some more diamond. It's not very exciting, but it needs to be done, because without actually mining, I won't get it. Right, so this is like where I've been before, strip mining. These are all the strips. And the good thing about strip mining is you get quite a lot of XP build up. Got a lot of chests down here. Let's just check these. Right. So I was finding a fair bit of diamond in this direction. You can see how much I've stripped out, look. But it was quite fruitful. So I'm down to level 8. And I'm digging 6 upwards. So let me just show you how I do this. Strip mining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it goes from level 8 to level 14. So I think level 0 is bedrock. You know, that's the actual bottom of the game. So maybe I'll show you as an experiment. Oh, no, maybe not. There's lava there. Maybe not there then. That was a bad idea, wasn't it? Just fill that in. But diamond would appear between levels 8 and 15 when you're strip mining. Now, by strip mining, it basically means I dig a strip from level 8 to 14, is it? Yep, there. That's 14. So I dig a strip, and then I'll leave 2 blocks, and then dig another strip. That's the quickest, most effective way of mining. Because you're leaving 2 strips, you can see when you strip mine, dig out this line, you can see both sides. So if there was diamond there, you'd see it. But you don't have to dig out those 2 lines, thus saving your pickaxe. You're not digging it all out. Yeah, now I think that when the game was updated, I think it was for an update, they changed this level of diamond. It could be like minus 50 because the update had deeper mines and higher mountains. I think it's called mountains and caves or something was the update. So I'm just strip mining here, look. And you need torches because it goes dark eventually. You can see how fast this efficiency 4 pickaxe is. It's quite quick. Now I'm just going to get my bucket of water, because if I hit lava I need the water, so if I'm on fire I can put myself out. I'm just going to dig through to the other corridor and see where I went. Just dig over 2. See what I mean? So it's just joined up as I'm doing it in strips. So I've gone over another 2 and I'm going back the other way, and eventually we might find some diamond. I found it's the most efficient way. Now I'm just after diamonds. There's no ancient debris here. That's in the nether. And I would argue that finding ancient debris is easier than finding diamond, even though you don't get as much. So if I was starting from a fresh, I might go for netherite armor quicker than diamond, but then to build netherite armor you need diamonds anyway, so you kind of got to do both. That was just me getting to level 35 because I'm getting the XP from this redstone. You see it there, look. So mining can be quite fruitful in the fact that you get an XP as well. Even if you didn't find diamond, it's still worth doing it. That's my other strip there, look. You might have to do this for half an hour before you find any diamond. And sometimes you think, I'm going to give up. I'll just do one more strip. And there you go. You'll find it. It's like, wow, I was just literally about to give up. So, patience. Having the efficiency 4 pickaxe is very helpful because it's a lot faster. Just keep digging away. Right, we'll come back to where we were. Yeah, there's redstone, lapis, gold, and iron, and coal. So there is quite a lot of resources you can pick up while mining. It's not just diamonds. There's lots of different resources, but obviously diamond is the one I want. The other stuff is useful if you're wanting it, but if you're not, just stripping, keep going. So there, look, that's iron. Because I've got fortune 3, if I break that block with a normal pickaxe, I just get 1 iron. I don't have any iron at the moment, so if I break this block with fortune 3, it gave me 4 instead of 1. So fortune 3 is quite good. It gives you a lot more yield per block. So if you get diamond and there's like, say, 4 diamonds, and you use fortune 3, you could get potentially 12. Very rarely, you probably get 7, but 7's better than 4. There's redstone, which is great for XP. Always dig out the redstone. It lasts as long as the pickaxe does, so you can see the green bar. Because it's got Unbreaking 3 on it, it'll last a long time. And because it's diamond, it lasts a long time as well, so it's actually quite a resilient pickaxe. So what I'll do, when the pickaxe is nearly dead, I'll go make a new diamond pickaxe, and with an anvil I can transport the enchantments onto a new pickaxe for, I think the first time you do it is 2 XP, the next time is 3, the next time is 5, then it's 9. You know, it becomes like too expensive to keep going. But for XP you could get this same pickaxe replicated a couple of times before it got too expensive on XP, not money. Sorry, I'm just babbling. We're very lucky this is so quick, because if it was really slow, you'd probably be bored shitless now. Some redstone now. Look. Just revealing a little bit more. Yeah, it took me a while to get into enchanting, but it's actually completely worthwhile. Oh dear. There is lava. So, oh. Block that off. So Yeah, yeah. Redstone is like used for, I guess, what you could say like electricity stuff. It's like conductive. So what I'm going to do here, this is where the bucket of water comes in handy. Oh look, there's diamond there. Here's first diamond. So I don't want to harvest the diamond while lava's here, because if the diamonds land in the lava, they'll be destroyed. You can make redstone blocks which are bright red. Sorry, I'm just going to wang all this stuff I don't want into the lava, thus destroying it. So all the cobblestone. I do have some gravel here, so maybe I'll just do an experiment. So gravel will sink. So that took 4. So if I use the water now, it'll turn this into obsidian. So now it's obsidian, look. Water reacts with lava. So I'll just dig around this diamond. Doesn't look like there's going to be much there. What is it? Just digging around it. So it's just exposed on its own. So there's only 3 diamonds there. 3 diamond blocks. So let me just have a look. Yeah, I mean, I do have it on peaceful, but even if I put it back on easy, stick it on easy, the mobs won't really spawn down here because I'm using too many torches. Right, we're going to do a little experiment here to show you. We're all set up for these diamonds. There's 3 diamond blocks, look. 1, 2, 3, that's it. So that should give me 3 diamonds. But because I've got fortune 3, let's see how many it gives us. Take a wild guess. Any number between 3 and 12. You could win a prize. 6. Right, cool. Let's see how many we get. 4? That was shit. Well, that wasn't good, was it? Oh well. 4 is better than 3. I'm not greedy. So now we're coming up to a lot of lava, look. I'm not scared of lava because I've got a bucket. Well, no, not always. Sometimes, you get loads. And even though I love getting loads, it does kind of kill the game. Say if I found a cluster of 9 and it gave off 28 diamonds, I'd be like, oh, I'm not mining anymore now because I've got loads. So I'll show you. I'll put the bucket against this wall and then I can collect it, but that's how far it goes, look. Just put a torch up so we don't go dark. You can hear the blocks landing in the lava. Right, I'm just going to use that lava to get rid of a few things. I don't need all that redstone. Right, I shall put the water down, collect it back up. Right, where's my line? Right. There was some gravel. Give me the gravel. I want the gravel. So you can see how deep it was. Disappeared. Now I want some gravel. Where's the gravel? Weird noise. Right, just got a load of gravel. Let's go back. Where was it? There. So what I want to do is fill it up with gravel. Yeah, it's because I've got headphones on. So I'm just trying to fill this up with gravel because if I fill it with gravel, it doesn't reappear, the lava. Whereas if I just cover it with water, it's always still there underneath the next block. If that makes sense. See, I'm on level 10 and I want to be down at level 8. Let me just get rid of this obsidian block. There might be lava underneath. Shouldn't be, because I filled it with gravel. Obsidian. One of the hardest blocks to break. It's only easy for me because I've got a decent pickaxe. Can't see what I'm doing. Right, no more lava. That's good. Yeah, can you imagine if I just had an iron pickaxe? It'd take ages. So with this, I'm just gonna put water down. Just get rid of it. Can't be arsed filling it in. Sorry, what was that message? Yeah, I mean, initially when you start mining, you're not really after diamond, you're after iron or coal or something like that. Something at the beginning. And you sort of work your way up to diamond. I mean, I've not started a fresh game on Minecraft for a while, so I don't really know what I'd do first. Wood, yeah. A bed. Maybe a little house. Yep, a furnace. Maybe a chest. I'm thinking, like, if I started out first, and this is now I'm experienced, once I got the bed and the house and the furnace and the food, the first thing I'd majorly do is fish. Build a fishing rod and just spend like a while fishing, because you could end up with an enchanted item miles before you can get enchantments. So like you could get an enchanted bow, or you could get an enchanted fishing rod, which then means you could pick up all sorts of cool stuff. Wouldn't be very interesting, me just fishing for a day, but I have done that. Just like it's part of the game. Some days you spend hours mining, some days you spend hours fishing. Weird noise. Right, I'm thinking of turning around here and going back the other way. Getting loads of weird noises. That sounds like a slime ball. I'm going to go back the other way. So I might be near a cave or something. Let's see how far we get with this. Hi, welcome to the chat. We're just strip mining for diamond. So far we've only found 4. But I feel lucky, so we might find some in a minute. Yeah, the number 8 is the level I'm on. From bedrock, but that's in the old version of the game. If I go to an updated area, it all changes. Like if I was, the axolotls were that huge cave. To find diamond in there is completely different to this. It's like minus 50 or something. Level minus 53. Never really found much diamond in that new update. Hey up. Didn't like that, did I? lump of... oh, look. I think it's minus 53, yeah. Here's a slime ball. So this is because I've taken off peaceful. Nearly killed them all. One more. Good for XP. There's one left. I can hear another one. Don't know where he is. Slapping about. I'm just going to dump a lot of shit in this alleyway. Stuff I don't want. And hopefully when I come back it'll have despawned. Here we are. This is my little area. Where I can empty the inventory. So that one very good. I got 4 diamond out of that. Pretty rubbish. So I'm just wondering if I need to change direction. I'll do one here. I mean, I was thinking of building, oh look, diamond. I was thinking of building another railway, but I wouldn't need that much redstone for that. You need redstone and gold for a powered rail. Just digging around this is quite a good, decent lump. A lump. I just like looking at the diamond floating there in the air. So we've got 4. I think this is 8 blocks, so let's see how much we get up from this. Any left? 16. So I got 12. That was 8 diamond blocks and I got 12, so not doing very well really with the diamond. The Fortune 3 pickaxe is not... I mean, I should have had 12 diamonds and I've got 16, so I've got 4 more than I should have had, but it could have been a lot more than that. Still worth having. Yeah, it's very random, it is, yeah. I guess that's part of the beauty of the game. There's no rhyme or reason to most of it. I'm just glad I've got a fast pickaxe, because she'd be falling asleep now if if it wasn't. That was ages ago when I did that. Yeah, but I have a fast pickaxe. If I had a slow one, you might not be. You might be. This is well boring. Right, we've come out on the other end here. Oh, a silverfish. Maybe jump. I mean, there is other people in the chat, so they're just not very talkative. Hey up. Diamond. Sorry, lava. No, they're just good for XP. So if you set up an XP farm with silverfish, it'd be quite good. I'm stopping going that way because it's lava, so I'm going to turn back and go back that way. Sometimes the lava is too much to deal with. No. That is extremely fast. You can't get faster than that, I don't think. I wish I could see who's in the chat, because when the numbers sort of fluctuate, you're not really sure how many people are in there. I don't mind redstone because it's good for XP. Level 37. Oh, so how long have I been live? "44 minutes. I mean, I know it's not very interesting doing strip mining, unless you're finding diamond, of course, which is very exciting. But we've had a good few days. That's why I made the episodes instead of the live. Look how long that corridor is. Yeah, I would argue that diamond's probably the rarest thing to find in the game. I'm just going to leave that there. 16 diamonds. So right, I've got enough. I've just got to dump all this off now. This is excess. Just making some more torches. Smelting the iron. Quite a good chunk. I can hear a zombie. Where he is, I don't know. Yeah. I do miss them. Not. Right, let me go to the end of the corridor here. On the other strip. I always like to dig out a couple of strips because there might be diamond just sat one block further back. And you'd never know. So if you dig it out, you kind of reveal it. And so it's 1, 2, 3. So this should join up with the other strip I was just doing. Diamond. Right above my head, look. Didn't even see it. Look at that beauty. Is it just one? Just one diamond block sat on his own. I don't think I've ever found one just like that. Let's see how many I get from one then. Is that all? I got one. That is rubbish. Hardly worth bothering digging it out. I don't think I've ever found one just sat on its own. They're normally in like a little lump. I think I've got a faulty axe, yeah. You're right. I've been gypped. Hi mate. I was going to message you, mate, but I knew you were watching a film, so I didn't want to disturb, because I know, you know, watching the movies sometimes is a bit of a rare occurrence, and if you can find the time to do it, it's worth it. So I'm just strip mining, so you not miss much. With my amazing diamond pickaxe, look at that. Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, nice, nice, nice. Best pickaxe you could get, probably, without mending. Very fast. I can hear a zombie somewhere. He's just dying to meet me. I don't know whether he's... Yeah, I've noticed that YouTube is becoming the major part of my entertainment. Do you know what I mean? I very rarely watch films or Netflix, unless it's something new. I'll sort of binge watch it, and then you're back to YouTube again. This is how we find diamond, by strip mining. And I've been doing it for about 50 minutes, and I found 17 diamonds, which it could be better. It could be a lot better. There's me a little base. "17 diamonds I've found in just under an hour, which is not brilliant, I must admit. But we'll go until this pickaxe breaks, or nearly breaks, because I can make a new one. Right, where are we? One. So this is how we strip mine, Gareth, look. Strips. It's not a very good example. Every 2 blocks you do a strip, 2 and a strip, 2 and a very long strip. They're very long corridors, and then sometimes when you might hit a lava pool, you get a big lump missing. But this is how we find diamond. let's just, yeah. I'm going 6. From level 8, I'm going 6 up. Which I don't think would be the same in your game. In your seed. Because it's been updated. I'm playing on the old part of my map here. I'm just digging the first strip out, see if I can randomly find anything. Now, that's bad. I found lava, but right there's a diamond. So that's very risky. All right, mate, no worries. Good to see you. I'm wondering if I'm actually near some actual water, because that normally happens, magma, when you get water. Which I absolutely hate, magma blocks. Yeah, look, water. Thought so. Which we don't care for, we're just after the diamond. So I'll just dig around it and see if there's any lava. There isn't, I don't think. You've got to dig around it so that you reveal all the lava, because if you dig a block out and your diamond drops into the lava, it actually gets rid of it, which is very upsetting. So what we got, 3. Go get your charger. 3 diamond blocks. See what I mean? See, there was lava there. So if my diamond landed in that, it would have disappeared. So I just got 7 out of 3. So that's better. Seven out of 3. That's a lot better. It's nearly double. So I'm coming up to some sort of water here. Which is a pain. I might be actually under the sea. No worries, mate. I should get one of them, because I'm forever moving my bloody charger about still, which is a real pain. As you know. Lava. Right, I'm going to stop digging down that far, because I can't be arsed with the lava. So that's a strip. 1, 2, and then a strip. So we'll dig from here. I should maybe try and come see you tomorrow, Gareth. I'm working, but I should be finished by about 2 o'clock, so maybe I could get changed and come and see you. Just have a chat about what we want to do with a realm. Obviously, it's no stress if you can't be bothered with it, but if we do, it takes a little bit of setting up. So if I make it, I know Friday's a bit of a pain in Dewsbury, but either Friday or Saturday, one or the other. I'm not sure if you've had a think about getting PlayStation Network, I don't know. I'm just going to have a look at this water here. Just like a little water thing. So I'll just seal it back up. So tempting to just take away the last block, because there might be a diamond behind it. You never know. See if I can find one more diamond before Gareth leaves. So there's the strip, 1, 2, and then another one. I don't know where he's gone. Just says 2 people in the chat. Now it says 3. It's so up and down. Just seal that up. Give me the redstone. So I'm digging right underneath that water. Ah, cool. You've been saved. So you see that blue drip? That's water above me. So we shan't dig that out. Just dig out this redstone. I want to find diamond for Gareth. Just to show him what it's like when you find one. It is a very nice feeling. I'm going miles there. Just turn around, go back, see how far I've gone. Yeah, I know you found diamond, but you've never really done like what would you say, a purposeful mining session just for diamond. Yeah, just like this is, I'm actually doing this to get diamond. I'm not doing it for anything else. And you might have found like the odd one. I'm looking for 50, which would be nice. How much have I? I've got 7, so I've got 23 so far tonight, which ain't the best, but I only need to find another cluster and I could get 23 all in one go, so that would be nearly 50. So you just got to keep digging. So if we started the realm, we'd probably be mining for a while to try and get better resources, better pickaxes, better armour pretty early on. Because then once you get the diamond armour and the pickaxes and that, you can really start progressing in the game. You can get into enchanting and all that. Yep, first thing is a bed, if not a quick mud hut. And then food, and then iron and coal, and yeah, once you've got iron you can get better tools and a bit of armour. And Lydia wants a kitchen. Dishwasher, ironing board, I'm sure. Not. Right, so that's as far. That was totally random, that, but that's as far as I came with that strip. Aye, they're rare these days. We'll be getting belted in a minute. Making sandwiches, that'd be good. But I've never really played with a group of people, so you could sort of allocate certain jobs. I'm not being sexist now, but I'm just saying, like, you know, one person could go out and get like wood, sticks, coal, you know, for the stuff like that, and then another person go out and get fish. And another person go out and get iron, and as a group, 3 people doing the separate jobs or doing it all together would be a lot faster progression, wouldn't it? Just like in real life, the more people, the quicker it is. I mean, flowers do have their uses when you're wanting to make dye. So I have spent a bit of time myself collecting flowers, not gonna lie. But so what would you say, like, Gareth, you would put the would you put it on easy? You know, like the game setting would be on easy, because there is advantages to being mobs around. For example, if you want bone meal, kill skeletons and get their bones. That's a pretty good way of getting bones, or you can get them from fish, obviously. I'm not finding much here, am I? How long is this corridor? Yeah, you could be the resident DJ. I'm just going to join this up with that last corridor I was doing. See, yeah. Could put, yeah, I mean, I'm up for voting. That's probably the best way to deal with things. It could be fun on hard, not hard, but normal. There might be some funny deaths. No, No, I've never played hardcore. I used to play a game called DayZ, and that's if you die, you lose everything, and you sort of start again. So yeah, I'm just not into that style of gameplay where you lose everything, if that makes sense. Just dumping off all this crap down this corridor. Don't need that. Yeah, I mean, it's exciting, and I do understand that it's got an edge to it, but it's also fucking miserable when you die. Do you know what I mean? Oops. So I've got 24 diamonds so far. That's a barrel full of cobblestone. It's like a chest, but looks different. I never really use them, to be honest. Right, where are we here? So we go 1, 2. I'll go for a little bit longer, see if I can find a diamond. I just want you to witness finding it. It's so cool. There's gonna be a lot of redstone about. Level 38. I've not been level 38 for a long time. This is not very interesting, is it? See if we can find any diamond. At least it's quick. If I was doing this with an iron pickaxe, it'd be extremely slow. Oh god, if it was stone. Jesus. I think it'd break quicker than it would find anything. Seriously, unless you got lucky. But yeah. This is pretty much the best pickaxe you can ever get. I could put mending on it, but for some reason it doesn't seem to work as well as I thought it would. Mending. Ah, diamond. Here we go. Look at this. Well, yeah, you can get superstitious about diamond, I'm sure. Because the moment you're just about to give up, you'll find a bit. So I like to dig it all out. Yeah, reveal it all. Dig all the way around it. So it's like exposed. And even go one down, because if that were lava and you got that block, if the diamond falls in the lava, you lose it. So if I dig it out, there's no lava, look, so we're safe. If I can just fill that back in now. It's like the Doctor Who's TARDIS thing. Right, so there's 5 blocks of diamond here. How many we're going to get? 10? What do you reckon? So I was just drinking beer. 7. It's going to be a number between 5 and 15. 7's quite diplomatic. Any numbers, Gareth? Name a number between 5 and 15. You might win a prize. 15? Wow. Right. Let's go. And the scores on the doors. 9. Well, I guess Lydia was closest. That's still less than half then. That's pretty rubbish. I mean, 9's better than 5, you know, but it could have been 15. That's because I got Fortune 3 on me pickaxe. And yeah, you're disappointed. I am too. It could have been a lot more. It's sometimes like really high, like 27. It's mental. You know, if you had like a block of 9 diamonds times 3, yeah, it can get pretty crazy sometimes. Yeah, it does mean up, but it's up to 1, between 1 and 3. It's not like guaranteed 3. Water. Right. I guess it's a lie, yes. But it's not my fault. I mean, it'd be nice if it was a guaranteed times 3, but yeah. I also think the game might become a little bit easy if you were getting 27 diamonds every time you found some. Because you could get hundreds. If you spent like a couple of days doing this, you could easily have a couple of 100 diamonds. Which I do have. I do this sometimes for a while. Just it's like taking a break from building. That's why it's called Minecraft. It's like 2 games in one. And it is the world's biggest game. So I got that usual reaction from a friend when I told him I was playing Minecraft. They were like, "What? Are you in that a kid's game?" I was like, "Well, I suppose, but I'm a kid, so what?" Bloody gravel. Right, where am I? Just trying to find my bearings. But I think that's a natural question. Is, you know, why is everything square? You know, I mean, even I did that. It's like, well, why does it look like that? But eventually, it doesn't seem to really matter. I'm not really sure where I am at the moment. I'm gonna have to find my bearings. Let's go down here. This is the main hall, and Where's my bloody chest? Here. No, I don't know. I remember the old games. God, I remember when you go to the paper shop and buy like a cassette of a game. It'd have like a really cool painting of a dragon on the front, for example. And yeah, when you manage to get it to work, it'd be a green square. It wouldn't be a dragon, that's for sure. It was shite. I love retro games and all that, but no. Not that much. It was shit. Right, I'm just... Yeah, I mean, you've got to be very passionate about it, let's just say. Do you know what I mean? I'm a lot happier that games are... I mean, if you like, a game like GTA 6, which is not out yet, but when it comes out, it's going to change the world, you know what I mean? It's going to be so good. It's like real life. And, I remember dragons being green squares, so it's come a long way. For the better, I think. Hey, look, a silverfish. Have you ever seen one of them, Gareth? They do attack you. I think he died. Yeah, well, I think, yeah, games are pretty much. I know what you mean. You know what I mean? What else can you do with a game? But I think now it's more about interactivity with NPCs in the game. They're going to be more realistic. Outcomes are more random. So stuff like that will be pretty groundbreaking. Probably, I don't know, I'm not going to say it's because of AI, because the game will be like a program. So whether it's going to be AI generated, I don't know, but I mean, I thought VR would have taken off bigger. Do you know what I mean? For what it is, it's groundbreaking stuff, but I don't really know anybody that plays VR. I had a friend who played it in Ipswich. He loved it, but I never really got into it. I think I do have a VR headset somewhere, but hey, lapis, which is good for XP. Yes, it was the same for me. I think a friend gave me his old setup because he bought a new one, and I think we had a Christmas day playing around with it, and everybody loved it. But once we put it back in the box, couldn't be asked setting it up again. I mean, we had no real dedicated games for it, but I was playing like Skyrim at the time, and Skyrim it's not a VR game, so do you know what I mean? It wasn't built for VR, so it wasn't very good on VR. I mean, it looked nice. Yeah, same. I think I bought a really cheap, like £4 roller coaster game on PlayStation Network just to see it, and it was fun for about 10 minutes. I mean, I don't like roller coasters anyway, but it does work. But yeah, I never really saw the appeal. So again, like I say, VR's not really changed. It's a bit like 3D printing. You think that would be in every house, in every kitchen, in everybody's life. You know, we wouldn't go shopping as much. We just print a spanner or print some nuts and bolts or whatever you need, just print it. But it's not really taken off like that. You know, it's got endless possibilities, but it's not embedded into society yet. Very useful, but also can't be asked. It's not convenient, let's say. A bit like the replicator on Star Trek. You know, where you just say, type in your dinner and it prints it, I suppose. You know, when it does that, people will probably... Yeah, I mean, my brother's an engineering teacher in Leeds Uni, and they're kind of on the cutting edge of 3D printers. I mean, every time they get a new one, he seems to get the old one to play with at home. And they're getting better, but they also are not that good. They're not good enough yet to be in people's lives. Right, so this is an interesting sign. So copper and whatever this block is here, different block, sorry, are from the game when it was updated. So now I'm hitting the boundary between my old seed, where it's not updated, and the new one. So there'll be no diamond here. I'll have to go down to level 50 odd. So what is that block? Yeah, so I think you're right. So that block is cobbled deep slate, just so you know, which I shall get rid of. And we're going to go back. So yeah, I think like AI, people are sort of quite critical about AI on an artistic level. You know, it could take over music, art, actors. They all seem to be quite under threat from it. But in the medical world, it's really sort of breaking ground, and I think it's a lot more accepted in the medical sort of world. Because they were saying they were like scanning for I don't know, I can't remember, was it like DNA proteins, and it takes something like 20 years for a human scientist, doctor, to break down a protein, and AI was doing something like 200,000 of them in a week, and they said eventually they'll be able to cure every illness because of that, whereas if humans were left to do it, it'd never be mathematically able. But AI can do it so fast. I mean, we're talking about the future here, but it's not that far away now because of AI. So in that respect, I think it's quite useful. And obviously you could argue that when the military gets hold of it, it's going to be spoiled, a bit like when they split the atom, they made an atom bomb and it blew everybody up. Wasn't really what it was made for, but that's what came out of it. And it's the same with AI. Once you let tanks start driving each other about, it all becomes like robots, which is what's happening in Ukraine. The start of that. So there's always like disadvantages to everything. I'm a big supporter of AI. I don't really give a shit about music anymore, so fuck them. If you're going to let AI take over your life, your job or whatever, then maybe you weren't that good in the first place. I don't know. That's what people used to say. If you write a shit album, they'd just say, write a better one. They wouldn't go, oh, that's a real shame, he gives a lot of money. They'd just be like, get a job, mate. Yeah, I agree. You know what I mean? And I can use a little bit of, I think we've talked about it before, I use a little bit of AI to help my designing of my thumbnails. But I'm not going to let it play the whole game and be the whole channel like some people do. Do you know what I mean? And they can churn it out an episode in 3 hours every day. You know, it takes me 4 or 5 days to do an episode. But I think I'm sensing there's a backlash coming where people are going to fully reject AI if they don't do it properly. If these corporates think they can just take over the world for their benefit, I think there's going to be a huge pushback. People are just going to go, right, if it's AI, I'm not buying it. Yeah, well, I mean, there's some people on Reddit that would say if you want a thumbnail designing, you send them like 3 examples of what you've done and they'll make a better one. But they do it for free, you know, they're doing it as a bit of a laugh and to be helpful. They're not doing it for money. I think some people just like designing thumbnails. I like designing mine. I like what you do with that little cosmic toy man. I think it is like it enhances the channel, which, you know, it's not taken over the channel, has it? But it enhances it. And I think if people can use it to enhance their art and, you know, movies, that's fine, but you don't want a fully written and acted AI film. Fucking hell, no. And I think people, like I say, people will reject it. Hollywood will try and do it because it'll save money. Hollywood will try it and people will reject it. It's the same with music. People thought, oh, that's funny. We've got a #1 hit now to prove it. But no one will buy it. No one will want it. They'll reject it. I mean, obviously the corporates will try it because it's cheaper than paying a singer. They want all the money, and they're right talentless twats. Talentless, says me. Right, so my pickaxe is now getting quite low. Look, it's only got a little bit of red left. It will last a long time, but I've just got to be careful it don't break, because if it does, I lose all the enchantments on it. So I'm thinking there's definitely something going on. I can hear a skeleton and a zombie. Where are they? That sounds like a baby zombie. Is that like a singing program? There's got to be a cave around here because these noises. Where is the cave? I can't find where the noise is coming from. It's got to be around here somewhere. There's a cave, obviously, with I had that problem earlier. This is, you can hear that sound, can't you? There's got to be like a cave or something close by. I can hear quite a lot of mobs. Wonder if it's below me. Where is this cave? There we are. Come on then. They're all up there, look. Little zombie. So there's a cave up there. Let me just dump some of this. Hey up. Chill out, mate. Jesus. Let me just put a torch up there, stop them from spawning. Right, I want to collect these bits. Let's have a quick look at this cave then. This one here. Oh, Jesus. Quite a big cave then, because there's quite a lot of mobs. Skeleton. Is that it? There they are, look. Loads of them. Right. Sorry, zombie. You're dead now. Let's just... More of them. Is he going to follow me? Little knob. Oh, creeper, look. Cool. Right, I think I'm going to go back to where I came from. How many diamonds did I get? None. So let's head back. Because my pickaxe is dying. Which dump off all the crap I don't need. Picked up quite a lot of rubbish. Right, so if I'm going to go up top, I want the diamonds, the obsidian. I'll take the gold. Maybe I'll take a bit of coal. The rest can stay here. Up we go. So I'm not sure if you've ever noticed, Gareth, that when I'm building like stairs or whatever, it has like a white strip in the middle. Now, if I was just building cobblestone, that would just be like a grey mass, like a blob, and I wouldn't be able to tell what it was. But if it's got a white line in the middle, you can sort of tell which way to head. You can sort of become snowblind if it's just cobblestone. So if I found that when I build a white line like that, it sort of leads me where I need to go. See, it's telling me the directions. Look. Right, let's dump off anything. Yeah, I was trying to explain to sort of people why I had like a weird white line everywhere. It makes sense to me. You've seen the first episode. Nice one. So I got 33 diamonds. I don't know how long I've been playing for. But all that equal 33 diamond. Could have been better. Maybe. Could have been worse. Always look on the bright side. So an hour and yeah, 40. Actually, let me just put back. I'm collecting obsidian. So I've got some crying obsidian here, which is like a little bit purple, shiny stuff. And I'm saving it to build something cool. What yet? I don't know. Have you ever seen this weird plant? Netherwort. It's used for potions, netherwort, and I just grow a little patch of it there. It's from the nether, obviously. Quite rare. Right, diamonds. I've got quite a decent amount now, look. But I will be spending it on my netherite tools. I've got the ingots. And it's that there that I'll need. What's that? A netherite upgrade. So let me make... What do I need to make a netherite upgrade? This one here, look. I need... I've moved them, haven't I? Like an idiot. Let me just go get one. It's going to be as far away as possible, I know it is. The block I'm looking for. Netherite. Cheers, Gareth. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. And if not, I'll try Saturday. Alright? So yeah, I can double. How's it going to cost me? 8? 7? So now I've got 4 instead of 2, which is great. Alright. Right, I shall call it a night. And yeah. Didn't do too bad on diamonds. I'm just looking for some coal. Yeah, it's been a chilled episode tonight. What am I doing? Jesus. Making some more torches. Oh, what the hell? I went inside my own head. Right, thanks for watching. We're just ending the stream now. Bizarre. Might be good for a short. Right guys, thanks for watching.